Hey, I just wanted to make another quick point that I forgot during that other video I made. Here, you said um, that the New Testament was compiled and has been the same always, and that kind of stuff. But actually, that's not the case at all. There's been five different occasions when it's been compiled, and the dates are here: 140, Marcion, then 180, Irenaeus, and 200, Muratorian canon, and then 325 was Eusebius, and then 367 Athanasius, and Athanasius was the one who actually compiled the New Testament as we have it today. So I'll give you all the books that are here that were in the list when they were considering the canon at first. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, 1st and 2nd Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1st and 2nd Peter, 1st, 2nd, 3rd John, Jude, Revelation, Shepherd of Hermas. That's a very good book, actually. I love that book. I think that should be in the Bible, dude. Anyway, Wisdom of Solomon. I can't remember much of it. I read it, but can't remember too much of it. Then Revelation of Peter. Revelation of Peter. Actually, I read that too, but that's too long ago. I can't remember much, and I wasn't thinking too much about what I read. So I'm going to probably read it again, because it seems like it was contended. So that it must be better than most of the apocryphal books in that case. Anyway, here, Marcion, he left out Matthew and Mark and John and Acts. Then he left 1st, 2nd Timothy and Titus, Hebrews, James, and he left out 2nd Peter and 2nd and 3rd John. He left out Jude and Revelation. No, not Revelation. And he had also Shepherd of Hermas, but he left out. Sorry, actually, until Philemon. Oh, check that out wrong. Oh, eyes are getting bad. Until Philemon, and then everything else he left out. Marcion was considered as a heretic by most of the people anyway. But then Irenaeus, when he made his book, he had all the other books except Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1st Peter. James kind of questioned if he had it or not. And then he excluded 2nd, 3rd John, he excluded Jude, he excluded then Wisdom of Solomon and Revelation of Peter. Muratorian canon. He had all the others except Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1st and 2nd Peter, and 1st John. And then he excluded out Jude, supposedly, or 3rd John. He had Revelation of the others, and then he also had Revelation of Peter and Wisdom of Solomon, but not Shepherd of Hermas. Then Eusebius, 325, he excluded out Philemon and Hebrews and James, then 2nd Peter and 2nd and 3rd John, and he also took out Jude, and Revelation was kind of disputed. And then Athanasius, 367, he has the book that we now have currently, ending with Revelation, but taking out Shepherd of Hermas, Wisdom of Solomon, and Revelation of Peter. Now, there's also other books that were contended, but they never got as far as these books in this list. So it's not very accurate to say that the New Testament has always been the same. There's been 5 times when it's been changed, and the last time was when they actually left it that way. And also the deuterocanonical apocrypha was also included in the Old Testament when the book was released. Even the old edition, the first edition of the King James Bible, had the deuterocanonical apocrypha. Some churches and some people believed it not to be as good as the Old Testament generally, but they were still in the canon. They were added there as well, so they were left there. So it was until Luther who actually started to kind of be against them. And this Martin Luther actually was a huge critic of the Bible. He would have wanted to chop off almost half of the New Testament, dude. Like he was a huge critic of the scriptures. So it's a very complicated matter. You can make it look simple, but it's actually not. But one thing is very simply true. The Bible and how it came to us is a huge mess. That's the only thing that is true. So to claim that people who had apostatized, as we claim, if they really apostatized, obviously they had no spirit to tell them what books are true and what books should be there. So they made it according to their best judgment, and that judgment wasn't actually the worst in the world, but it probably could have been better. So there you go. Anyway, I just wanted to bring up that fact that the New Testament canon has changed.